Hey, what's up, guys? Sermon11 here with my top 10 anime of 2013. Now, before I do this list, I would like to keep in mind that I didn't watch anime for the fall season due to school and everything. Just the transition from summer back into school, and plus I didn't finish all the anime from the summer season, I believe it was, and then I finished them later. So yeah, and then for the fall season, I only picked up Corgo's basketball, so the list might be affected if I didn't see stuff such as like Kill la Kill, Log Horizon. That was some of the stuff I wanted to see, and I didn't really write as much for this one. I was gonna tell you guys like all the anime I watched, so you can like predict what made what position, but I usually I've been doing this for like 2 years or something where I start keeping a list of what I watch. So Pokemon Best Wishes and Adventures in Unova, Beyblade Metal Fury, also Shogun Steel, but Shogun Steel is Magi, Naruto Shippuden, Bleach, Tenchi Muyo GXP, Soul Eater, Future Diary, Carnival, Attack on Titan, Fate Stay Night, Sinew, Pokemon XY, Gargantia, Fate Zero, One Piece, My Teenage Romantic Comedy Snafu, Hunter x Hunter, Free, Eccentric Family, Danganronpa, Silver Spoon, Blood Lad, Recorder, and Ransel. It's not my fault that I'm unpopular, or no, it's not my fault that I'm not popular. Whatever, Watsumote. Yeah, let's go with the Japanese name. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, Kurko's Basketball. I watched a little bit of Digimon Fusion, or yeah, that's the English name, and then Tenkai Knights. And I dropped Eccentric Family. I heard it was really sad. That's what someone was tweeting from the Crunchyroll account, or they retweeted a fan's tweet, but I had to drop that. It was too boring. I fell asleep on an episode, so I had to do that. And let's go. I actually did 11. Yeah, I did 11 once instead of 10. But it's going to be called Top 10 because I just put in some stuff. But 11 is Watsumote, which is about Tomoko. She's like really unpopular and stuff. The actual title's really long, so it's like it's not my fault that I'm unpopular. It's like you guys. It's just something like that. It's really long, and basically her life is terrible, but it's funny. Well, it was funny at first. Watsumote was one of the animes I didn't finish, and I had to come back to it later. So I came back to it. I think I marathoned a few of the episodes within a few days, and I didn't really like what I saw. And I'm caught up on the manga. I just started with where the anime ended, but I'm kind of assuming that the manga has different chapters and stuff because the chapters in Watsumote are really short. Like you think some of the stuff that happens in the episode just like all within one day, but it's like different days and stuff. I don't know. Her misfortune is just sometimes funny, but sometimes it's not. And she says some really inappropriate things. And you normally don't hear girls saying that kind of stuff. So it's kind of different. Plus, the main character is a girl, which I don't really see that often. I thought it was good at first, but ended badly. And I don't even think they have enough material to do another season. Because the chapters are really short. Like, I know the author will release like a 10 or 6 page chapter. It's really short. Number 10, Danganronpa. Danganronpa was one of my favorite animes. The summer season, yeah, it was the summer season. Like the first episode, I know it was kind of rushed in some parts, but it was just so good. These kids are trapped in school. They have to kill each other to get out. And I'm thinking like this awesome plot and everything. The first murder occurs. They have a school trial and everything. It's pretty good, but after a while, I was just like, eh. I think I did keep up with this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I was watching King Lightning's reviews too, because he got caught up on that anime series. And it's like based off a video game, which is also coming to America for the PS Vita. So I will try to get that. And I know there's like a Danganronpa 2, and I think there are rumors of Danganronpa 3. And then they showed a character from the second Danganronpa game at the end of Danganronpa Season 1. So Season 2 is probably coming eventually. But I don't know. It's just like towards the end, things got like really random. I don't know, but I did enjoy it to a certain extent, and someone's contacting me on Facebook. I'm at 4 minutes. Number 9 is Free. And I know a lot of people don't like Free because it's like fan service for girls or something. But Free is like I think the name before Free, before people even knew Free was an anime, they called it Swimming Boy anime. That's what I like to call it. But Free is very, I don't know, if you're a guy watching this, you're gonna feel really uncomfortable because that's how I felt. It's just some of the scenes, and then like the last episode when they were just rolling around. It was so uncomfortable. Um, but basically, their friend, they were all like on a swimming team when they were younger. Then their friend moved away, and then he comes back, and there's all this stuff like they're gonna beat him, and they're wondering why he's such a jerk. And there's all this stuff, and they need a new member for the team. And then there's supposed to be like this huge swimming race that was hyped up throughout the entire season, and then it was just swimming. You know, I thought they could make an anime about swimming. I thought they could do it. I have faith in them. You always gotta add some special powers or something, but no, because the swimming parts were like 5 seconds. You know, it's just like them swimming, them breathing. You know, putting their head in the water, coming back up. It's just swimming. And you know, this is my second sports anime. I never did really get into Prince of Tennis, so I don't really know about that. But I know they have powers and stuff. And you know, in Kurgo's basketball, they have powers in that too, which I do like. And they made it interesting, but a basketball game is longer than a swimming race, which I guess is kind of the problem. I don't know. They should have just added powers to Free or something, because I did like the drowning episode. Like, not in a negative way. I thought that was a very good ending for the episode, but I don't think, like, the way, I don't know if it was that good when they went back into the episode, but the drowning part, that was a good part, because, you know, one of the characters couldn't swim, so. Number 8, Blood Lad. So, Blood Lad's about a vampire named Stas, and then there's, like, the demon world, and there's the human world, or, like, the normal world, or whatever, and, he's, like, a big boss he's, like, the leader of a gang, a big boss in the demon world, and this girl who, I forgot, like, how she got into the demon world, or whatever, but she's like in his room, and he's like, oh, this is a human girl. I think he like wanted to. I'm not sure if he wanted to suck her blood. I think he wanted to suck her blood, and the whole thing is that she ends up dying because he's not around, and then he's trying to do whatever he can to get her to turn back into a human, and that's the basic plot. Blood Lad ended on a cliffhanger. Free said, "See you next summer." So I don't know what's going on. I think most of these animes are coming back. Danganronpa is most likely getting a second season. Free is probably going to get a second season because they said see you next time, and then the creator is going to do another novel, which Free is based off a novel, if you didn't know that. It's called like High Speed or something. So yeah, Blood Lad, it's very interesting. I feel like it's a parody of shonen manga. Like, he's a big otaku, the main character Stas. He has like all this manga and anime and video games. But the thing is, it's just like some of the scenes in there, it just feels like a big old parody. Like, I felt like it was Bobobo Bobobo to like a lesser extent. And like they did the Kamehameha joke, and it was just a lot of stuff. You know, these characters that are villains to you, the next second they seem like they're friends, and that's what I was going to say in my Blood Lad review, but I never reviewed Blood Lad because I didn't have that much to say. But I did enjoy Blood Lad. It was one of the animes I had to marathon. I think it was the first one I marathon because it was only 10 episodes, so I had stopped at some point. I just finished it in a day, and I liked it. So check out Blood Lad. Number 7, Gargantia. So there's like this futuristic society in space. They're fighting these aliens. The main character, I forgot like if he goes off course or something, but he basically he gets like, he goes into this portal, he gets warped, and this world he ends up on is like an old version. It's like where humanity used to live. It's like Earth, but prehistoric, I guess you could say. Like prehistoric to a futuristic society, not prehistoric to like current times. They have machines and everything. And I don't know if I'm explaining this well enough, but Gargantia, it just looks amazing. And the whole plot is like, well, the whole plot, I think it should be him trying to go back home, but we didn't cover that. And I was like, what's going on? He didn't go home at the end. So there's going to be a season 2 of Gargantia, which is awesome. I think, yeah, most of these have a season 2. That's great. Gargantia looks amazing. The art style just jumps out. It's bright, vivid, it's different. And, wow. I just said all that prehistoric stuff, and that's exactly what I wrote. So, this society shouldn't exist, but it does. The one that he goes to, the one that's prehistoric to him. And it's a great anime, but it feels incomplete, and that's a good thing that it's getting a season 2. Number 6, Silver Spoon, by the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, hype. My friend didn't even want to get into this because it's about farming and everything. I thought it was going to be lame. It's so good. It teaches you about farming. It teaches you about farming, but it's not boring at all. It's very interesting. It's funny. She has a lot of comedy in there. And like the main character, he has trouble adjusting to this whole new society because he's like a really smart kid, and he didn't really know where he wanted to go, so he went to this farm. It's not a farm, it's like a school about agriculture and everything, and he joined the horse club, or what is it called, equestrian, and then there's other stuff. It's just a really nice anime series. I like the music. I like the whole relationship between him and the pigs. You'll learn about that if you haven't seen it. And I would read the manga, but I feel like the manga would be boring, and it would be probably text heavy. But I'll be checking out season 2, which should be awesome. I'm sorry, I yawned. Number 5, and I know a lot of people are going to get angry about this one, but I had to put it up this high because I love this anime series. I say this every year. I love this anime series. I don't know why there aren't more people into this, but Beyblade Metal Fury. And then everyone clicks off the video. But I love Beyblade. So I would say season 1 of this Metal Saga was probably the best, but Metal Fury is still very good, and I feel like a lot of the new characters are cool. They don't do the special moves as much, and it's more like Beyblades just hitting each other, which is kind of stupid. And I doubt Shogun Steel is going to be on this list next year, because I'm pretty sure Shogun Steel is going to get a season 2 because they have to do the World Tournament. I'm not caught up on Shogun Steel. I'm maybe 3 episodes behind, but I doubt that they're going to not do the tournament. And you can't really do a World Tournament within a few episodes. You need a whole season to do that. But what they did with this season of Beyblade is that they cut it in half, and there are like 15-minute episodes or something like that. They're short. I don't know why they did that, and then for America they just put them together and they got a season. But I don't know why they did this. They could have done more. You can do more things. You can make everything better with more time. Beyblade Metal Fury, basically a star fragment falls down from the sky. There are these legendary bladers chosen, and they're trying to stop the revival of this guy. And then some of the legendary bladers are evil, so they had to go through all of that. And then there's like this organization trying to get the legendary bladers. I know all about Beyblade. They air this so much on Cartoon Network. Every Beyblade series that they have finished airing, they air in the morning, and they air it over and over and over again. And I watch it. I watch a little bit of it before school sometimes. Number 4, One Piece. While I'm not caught up on One Piece is still ongoing, so I can put it on this list. One Piece is great. What I've been watching right now, what I've been watching is the Chopper arc, where they meet Chopper, and I like the whole relationship between him and the doctors. That was really good. If you haven't seen One Piece, go check it out. But the doctor, that was so dramatic too, and the speech he made before he went out, that was awesome. And what else have I watched in One Piece this year? I don't know if I watched the Giants this year. That might have been last year. I also have started the Alabasta arc, which I have seen the ending of. I might have watched most of it before, but I'm not sure. Alabasta is really long. I don't know. I'll watch it eventually. I forgot where I left off. I'm like episode 99 or 98. I'm right at 100, which took me a long time. If I put more time into One Piece, I probably could finish it, but I doubt that. I got a lot of it, so I got up to 200 something, which is what I bought. So I don't know how far that goes, but that's a lot. And One Piece is like 600, 700 episodes right now. I'll get caught up eventually, maybe in a few years. So I was gonna put Fate Zero on this list, but I don't know. I guess some people, I don't know. I just get dislikes on some of my videos, so I feel like I should just do it the correct way and not put something that I watched this year on there. But I did watch Fate Zero, which came out last year. Well, not last year. It's 2014 now. But I watched it. It came out in 2012. Fate/Zero or Fate Zero. It's really good. The 40-minute episode was kind of off-putting at first. The first episode's 40 minutes, which... But after that, long explanations and everything, overall it's very good. And Fate Stay Night is getting a remake, which I actually watched before Fate Zero, but Fate Stay Night was, that was bad. It was okay, but I can see like why people are complaining about it. And basically, if you haven't heard of the Fate series, it's a visual game or a visual novel, and it has different paths by your choices and everything. So depending on what choice you make, you'll get a different ending, and there's like 3 or 4 endings. There's a Fate ending, there's Heavens something. There are different endings. So they can't really adapt all of that, or they could, but I think it would make the anime drastically different, so they would have to pick one route. And I believe they tried to convert all the different routes into Fate Stay Night. That's what I read. I don't know. So, yeah, there's just a little thing about Fate Zero. If you want to go check that out, it's pretty cool. And you can see Fate Stay Night. I'm pretty sure it'll probably come out this year. Pretty sure probably. That makes sense. Number 3. I'm tired. Hunter, Hunter, and Kuroko's Basketball Season 2. This year, I couldn't put one above the other. Kuroko's Basketball is still ongoing, and it hasn't, I don't think it's really gotten into the meat of its season so far, but from what I've seen so far, I like it. I really do. And we're about to get into the Winter Cup after some training, because I think the anime is coming back this week or next week. I don't know. It's like all anime in Japan took a 2-week break. That's what I feel like. But Kuroko's back, Winter Cup. They did some preliminary matches. They got some new moves, and there's gonna be some training. And they got like Rico's father to coach them, and he's trying to help them work on their individual skills, because Iomine's team has more individual skills, and their teamwork just comes naturally to them, while Saren works more on their teamwork. It was something like that. And they actually did a Hot Springs episode, which was informative, which is very interesting, because Hot Spring episodes are normally just stupid. So, number 3, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter has been great this year. What did we do? We did Greed Island. Greed Island was alright. I did a review over Greed Island. And Chimera Ant arc, which is, I heard it's better than, it might be better than York New. York New so far has been my favorite arc in Hunter x Hunter. And this arc, Chimera Ants, there are these ants that are going around. I don't even understand how this started, because I figured the whole situation was going to get way bigger than it should have, and it did. So basically there's like this huge ant, this humanoid type of ant, eating creatures, and then it eats some humans, and another ant comes out with the qualities of those creatures that the queen ant ate. And I I don't know, just like somehow she just started. They started collecting humans for him. She started eating humans, and then suddenly there's like a whole army of ants, and then the queen. Well, I don't want to talk too much about the arc, but it's a very good arc, and I've heard the fights are really good. Which, what was the other anime that had like a tons of hype? Oh, Free, yeah, Free had tons of hype for the whole swimming match thing, and this anime, Hunter x Hunter, has hype for these fights. The fights have been hyped up this entire season, and I've heard they are really good. So, trying to avoid all the spoilers and everything, and I'm gonna check that out. I don't think Hunter x Hunter is coming out this week. It didn't come out last week either. So, yeah, I'll just wait. Wait, no, it might have came out last week. I think everything stopped after Christmas. But whatever. Number 2, Attack on Titan. What? You put Attack on Titan at number 2? What's going on? You're crazy. No. Yes, Attack on Titan. If you haven't watched Attack on Titan, get out. Attack on Titan is awesome. I watched Attack on Titan. I caught up on the manga once I finished the anime. Once the last episode came out, I caught up on the manga. Attack on Titan is really good. It has a nice story. These Titans come in. They break down the wall, start killing people. Humanity is pushed back. And there's just like this whole thing. Who are the true enemies of humanity? Is humanity the enemy of itself? There are all these different values and things presented in the series, and it's just really good. So if you haven't seen Attack on Titan, go check it out. But number 1 is My Teenage Romantic Comedy Snafu. I'm sure you're wondering why Attack on Titan wasn't number 1, and I was actually introduced to the series by the Insane Game Freak. Like, he kept talking about it on his channel. He was reviewing it, and I watched it in like 2 days. It was just a really nice romantic comedy, and this character has one of the best monologues I've ever seen. Well, yeah, probably the best one. He has a speech about why he hates nice girls, and you should go listen to it. I think it's on YouTube. And I just really love this anime. You know, I was watching it on my tablet, and then the theme song comes on. I'm just like singing along and everything, and just dancing, and it's just so good. So he gets put into this club by his teacher. And it's kind of like skit dance in a way, but not silly. They help out people, and it's based off a light novel. A lot of people loved it, but you know, we were pretty much close to the light novel at the end of the anime series, so there's not going to be a season 2. There was even a filler episode by the creator, and I like that too. They could do filler for this. I don't even care. I like filler sometimes. But that's all I got to say. This is more like a ramble because I didn't put my constructive thoughts down. So, yeah, whatever. Thank you for watching my list. And you can follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. And I'll see you later. Peace.